Hi everyone and welcome to Jab and Move with your host Stephen, and today will be the prediction video for Dave Allen versus Filip Hrgovic. Gonna dive right into this one, guys. It isn't the biggest of heavyweight fights, but I think it's got a lot of intrigue because I know people are really liking Dave Allen, and he's definitely been a big personality in the public eye in the recent year or two since his wins over Johnny Fisher, over Johnny Fisher, and then obviously subsequent fights. Filip Hrgovic, we've seen what he's done. He has been a contender for world titles. We have seen him win against Zhele Zhang, debatable win for me personally in Saudi. And then we've seen, obviously, Filip Hrgovic lose to Daniel Dubois, I believe it was in the 7th round TKO. So we've seen the best and worst of Filip Hrgovic. We have seen the best and worst of Dave Allen over the last few years. But who will win this fight and what happens after that? Well, for me, let's get straight into it, guys. Filip Hrgovic is, for about 4 or 5 rounds, he is a good boxer. He is a quite speedy boxer and he has a lot of combinations. Thing with Filip Hrgovic that we always see moving forward in a fight is tiredness and fatigue, and that seems to always be the case with him. So I am expecting him to come out guns blazing in the first 4 or 5 rounds. If Dave Allen can get through that, I think then he has a chance of possibly winning. I don't know if Dave Allen is strong enough or big enough to take Filip Hrgovic out. I think, obviously, we've seen the damage that he took and the absolute abuse that he took from Daniel Dubois and was still in the ring for a long time. So could someone like Dave Allen replicate that? I'm not so sure. For me, with Dave Allen, he's looking better. He's looking leaner. I haven't seen the weigh-in yet for today. That's something I do need to look at. But he is looking ready when you've seen the photos, and obviously doing the promotion for this fight this week, you can see he is sharp and on the nose. And he has got better. Obviously, being full-time now with Matchroom and fighting consistently, we've seen a better version of Dave Allen. But the thing with me, and I'll pull back to it, is the fight previously with Makhmudov. Makhmudov is a big lump. He is a decent boxer and he can hit hard and he's got a big reach. And Dave Allen, unfortunately, couldn't get an absolute touch on the lad. Once or twice he may have ruffled his feathers a bit, but he weren't able to consistently produce that sort of performance that was going to win the boxing match in the end. And in terms of Hrgovic, I see a lot of similarities with Makhmudov. He is big, he has a reach, he can hit hard, especially in the early rounds, but he is vulnerable and susceptible for fatigue and slowness. Is Dave Allen going to be able to correct this in this fight? For me, unfortunately, I don't think he will. So my prediction in this fight will be Filip Hrgovic to win. I actually think, and I don't want him to, I want Dave Allen to win, especially being a British fighter and things that he's, achieved recently and what he's been able to do in the latter part of his career. And turning it around for him. I want him to win this fight, but I am going to go for Filip Hrgovic win by knockout, and I will go for, I think, a round 5 or 6 knockout for Filip Hrgovic. Dave Allen can take a lot and he can handle himself within the ring very well and equipped himself when it comes to taking damage and being able to defend relatively well. But I think Hrgovic will just have too much for him in this instance. And for me, that would probably take away the chance of him possibly being a warm-up for Tyson Fury for Dave Allen moving forward. But for Hrgovic, it'll be another step in the right direction for possibly challenging for a world title again as and when the bouts do get split, which we know is probably only a matter of time now, depending on what Usyk does. So let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm going to go for a Filip Hrgovic win. I'm going to go for a round 6 knockout over Dave Allen. I do not want that to happen, but I think that is what's going to happen. Please let me know who you think wins, and please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Take care. Have a good day.